Good morning, everybody. It's Barb Katie here, and it's a blustery day. I think that the weather forecaster was right when he said if March comes in like a lamb, it may go out like a lion. Right now, we're having a bit of snow here, and winter has still got a couple more weeks yet to go before uh, the warm weather really arrives. I always love March because it is so changeable. Today, I think, is a really exciting day because what I want to share with you today is um, that part of keeping a positive frame of mind that has to do with the relationships we form in our life journeys and the people with whom we surround ourselves to enable our journey to be as positive as possible in as many ways as possible. And I think that's really relevant to us in this particular group because we definitely do try our very best to always support each other in everything that we do uh, throughout our journey to live our most healthy lives possible. So, with that in mind, what I'll do is just share some thoughts on positive and supportive relationships. It can be your family, it can be your friends, it can be a partner that you have that are vital to keeping that positive frame of mind. Healthy connections provide emotional support and a sense of belonging. They don't look the same for everyone, and they keep evolving through times. Some qualities to consider when we're building a healthy relationship that I find useful are adaptability. One thing that healthy relationships do is adapt to circumstances and the fact that we're always changing and going through different phases in our lives. There's an old quote that says, people come into our lives for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I think that's true that, at different times our needs are different. And then there are always those special people that seem to be with us throughout the entirety of our journey. Um, in addition to adaptability, also, I think it's important that you look for someone with whom you can have open communication, where you can talk to this person about things going on in your own life, in their life, successes, failures, and everything in between. Talk about any issues that may come up from things that happen in everyday life, work, stress, financial concerns, happiness, um, future development, those types of things. Somebody that will listen without judgment and then share their perspective on the situation, whatever it may be. Uh, Someone who you welcome their concerns and thoughts as they come up because uh, being in a good relationship isn't all one way. It is mutual. And you have to be willing to give as much as you receive for the relationship to really grow and evolve in the way that it can be the very best it can be. Another thing I always look for in developing a relationship with someone is this person someone I can trust? Is this an honest person, a person of integrity? Does this person keep secrets from me that may be something I really need to know? Uh, do I feel safe with this person? Am I comfortable with them? Do they have my best interest in mind? Do they respect me enough to encourage me to make my own choices? That's a real tough one sometimes because people like to tell you what to do. And sometimes they like to tell you where to go as well. But it's really important to trust that person and feel that they do uh, have that ability to gain your trust and your faith in them. Individuality is something else that I value highly. I can rely on that person, they can rely on me, but they still respect the fact that I am uniquely me, just as I respect the fact that they are also a unique individual and there's nobody else just like them. I guess it's a sense of balance in the relationship where you're respected as equals. You don't depend on each other to meet all of your needs. You have other friends, uh, and you can spend time pursuing your individual interests and hobbies. You don't have to be like Siamese twins or exclusive to each other. The other thing that I look for in another person is curiosity. Uh, am I interested in what they think, what their goals are, what they do day to day? What do they find interesting? Um, do I want to watch that person grow into their best self? Or even better, do I see that other person as a mentor who can help me learn how to grow into my best self? Um, are they fixated on who I used to be or who they think I should be? Or are they willing to accept me realistically as who I truly am and care about me just as I am, not some idealized version they may have of who they think I am? Um, Another thing I look at is this person comfortable with us spending time together and also having time apart as a friend? You know, I don't think there's anybody that can spend every waking moment with anybody else without eventually running into some type of difficulty. And I think a healthy relationship takes advantage of whatever time there is together to maximize it to both of the people's benefits. Uh, but the time may vary based on personal needs, work commitments, other commitments, life in general, and so on. Uh, I think we all have that friend that you may not get to see them very often throughout the year, but at any point in time when you get together, it's as if you were never apart. You just pick up the friendship right where you left it and you move forward. That's an important factor in trying to find a relationship that is strong and helpful for me at any rate, is that special person. Uh, I think that it's important to always realize that nobody ever meets all of your needs, that we all need that break to do solo things, to see other friends and other family, and that resentment of that should never play into a healthy relationship. Whatever you do, you don't need to spend every moment together or believe that the relationship is damaged if it is spent in the company of other people on a regular basis. Because everyone brings into a relationship so many different things. And then when you do get back together and you've spent time with other friends, you have all that to add into the mix as you move forward in whatever you're doing. Another thing that I think is really important in a healthy relationship. And I say this because when you're looking for help from someone, uh, you need to really know this person and what they bring to you and what you bring to them and what you can give to them. One of the things that I value very highly is a sense of playfulness, a lightheartedness. Life should be a fun journey. And part of being good friends is being able not only to share the hard times together, but being able to share good, lighthearted moments together too, and to actually have fun with each other as you go about your life. Another aspect that I consider is how well do we work together? You know, can we be a team? Can we work together and support each other, even when we don't see eye to eye on something or our goals aren't exactly the same? In short, does this person have your back? Is this a person you can turn to when you're struggling? Uh, are you always ready to offer the support that they need from you? Um, it's again, it's a two-way street. Uh, Another thing is the ability to resolve conflicts. And one of the things that I really believe in highly is if you can talk through your differences, and we all are going to have differences at some point in time. None of us ever see eye to eye on everything all the time. Can you do it politely, honestly, and with respect? If so, then I think you're on the right track in developing a really healthy relationship that can be very beneficial to both of you. Can you address conflict without judgment or contempt? Uh, can you compromise in order to find a workable solution that will benefit everybody involved? So these are the basic things that I look for when I'm trying to develop friendships. My daddy once said to me that when you reached adulthood, and I think I've managed to get there, that if you could count on the fingers of one hand people who were truly your friends, you are a person of huge wealth. And I'd say that's right because, this is a really special connection that you make with people, and developing it takes time and energy. Uh, and it's not to be taken lightly when you're trying to live your very best life. Uh, Through the years, I've discovered some red flags because we all know that we've known people that uh, things didn't work out exactly the way we thought. They weren't exactly the type of person we thought they were, and we learned from that and we grew and moved forwards. And I've developed a few signals that when I'm in process that I sort of check off uh, that tell me that this may not be uh, the best thing I could be doing. It's not a list that's all inclusive because all of us are different and our relationships vary widely. Uh, but here's one. Does the person try to control or change you? Well, if you want to be my friend and the first thing you want to do is control and change me, oh, I'm a little concerned. It's, of course, okay to express your feelings and ask them if they've ever considered something else, but it's not okay to tell somebody what to do or to attempt to control their behavior. Uh, does this person respect your boundaries when you say, please don't go there? Do they insist on poking the bear? When you've already asked, please, that's not something I want to discuss at this time. Do they find excuses not to be around you? What kind of a friend is it that's always too busy to take your phone call or to spend a short amount of time with you? No, you don't want to be joined at the hip, but you need to, touch base occasionally for the relationship to grow. Does the relationship seem unequal? Is it weighted more in one person's favor or the other? And it could be either way. You could be weighting it too heavily in your favor. They could be weighting it too heavily in their favor. It's just, it's a red flag if it doesn't seem equal. Does the other person say negative and hurtful things about you or others? Um, that's something that I've always found to be a little bothersome, because if somebody is telling me a bunch of bad stuff about somebody else, what are they saying to that other person about me? Is this necessary? Is this kind? Is this helpful? Uh, it's just a red flag for me. I think about it sometimes. Do you feel like the other person is not hearing you? You may share things with them, and it's just like it went in one ear and out the other, like you never uttered a word. That's a red flag for me. Uh, are you afraid of expressing a negative thought, that you disagree with them about something? Is the relationship conditional on you agreeing with pretty much everything they say? Um, that's not real healthy sometimes, a little disagreement. Um, Never hurts. It helps you expand and grow and really think about what you're doing. Uh, what if you don't feel happy or comfortable around them? To me, that's sort of a no-brainer. If I'm feeling really unhappy or really just at ill at ease with this person, why do I want to build a relationship with them? What am I looking to accomplish here? Is this really a good choice for me? Uh, what if you have the same disagreement or discussion over and over and over again, and it never changes? It's always a bone of contention between the two of you, and it's talking in circles about the same issues all the time without any growth or resolution. Maybe there's never any improvement, no matter how much you discuss something. Maybe they eventually just shut you out or shut you down. You may sometimes, if there are enough red flags accumulating, have to decide that this isn't a good fit for you, or for them, for that matter, uh, and that maybe in the beginning it worked well, but you've grown and evolved into a different person, to a degree, and you no longer fit as well together as you once did before. Again, people come into your life for a reason, a season, a lifetime, and it is possible to move into a different direction. Um, my biggest tips, I guess, because I'm blessed with some just sterling friends, just people I cannot imagine my life without, that have enriched it so much. The first thing, I guess, for tips for building a healthy relationship for me is to embrace and accept each other's differences, to be able to consider their perspective, to be curious about the way they do and see things, instead of trying to get them to see things the same way you do. You may really expand your thinking and knowledge when you do that. To work together as a team, whenever there are problems that just need to be solved. It can be not just between the two of you, but you may be struggling and you need them as a team member to help you solve one of your problems. And their knowledge and their insight and their perspective can help you, because they don't see it exactly the same way, to expand your way of thinking and come to your own conclusion and decision. Trying something new together, you may be reluctant to do it on your own, but having that partner in crime when you want to expand what you do and know, is so important. Are they willing to also learn something new each and every day? Is this a person that you can share your goals and your dreams with openly without having to feel like you need to censor what your hopes and desires really are? Today, I guess the bottom line is that building a healthy relationship, and especially that beautiful friendship, is far more than a shared love of country music or a mutual fondness for Italian food. At the end of the day, find people who you trust and that you believe have your back. These are essential things, and that these people who you trust and you believe have your back are willing to help you learn and grow into what you see, not what they see, but what you see as your very best self. Like I said before, people come into our lives for a reason, a season, sometimes, if we're lucky, for a lifetime. So we need to appreciate the time shared with each other and all the benefits derived from knowing each other as we travel together through this life. I am so grateful that you have come into my life, and I value everything you have contributed and continue to contribute to me living my best life. I am so much better for knowing you and having you in my corner. Have a great day, and thanks for your friendship. Bye-bye.